Hello there. You're welcome to yet another episode of the program Ben Talks, where we take a critical look briefly at issues that affect the Nigerian society. Today on Ben Talks, we'll be looking at service coordination and service improvement in the Nigerian Federal Civil Service, and we are in the FCT where we'll be talking to Dr. Mrs. Jumai Ahmadu, the Director of Reform Coordination and Service Improvement in the Federal Capital Territory Administration. And she will also be telling us about a book that she recently wrote and was unveiled here in Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria, that talks about the story of Abuja and all things that you can get from it. Just sit back and enjoy that brief interview with Dr. Mrs. Jumai Ahmadu. First and foremost, we want audience to meet you. Who are you? What do you do? And what happens in this office?
Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Jumai Ahmadu, the Acting Director, Reform Coordination and Service Improvement Department of FCTA. The department is part of the federal government initiative to ensure that service delivery is repositioned in such a way that civil servants know what they are supposed to do and the people whom we are serving, because as our name indicates, we are the servant of the people. It means you listening to me now, who is not a civil servant, you are very busy. You've asked me to come and take care of some things for you that government needs to put in place for you to be comfortable. So that's our government now said each ministries, department and agencies across the country should have this department, Reform Coordination and Service Improvement, to ensure that people are served very well. And if they are not happy, they have the right to also complain. That is why FCTA in January last year key into it, and the department was now formed here in Abuja. It's like an improved version of the call center that we had before, because the call center has been functioning over the years, best of its kind in the country, where people have a say in how the administration manage the city. We are not satisfied, you call, and our directors, thankfully, as we are passing this information to them, they are going to act swiftly where they are supposed to act, and those that can take time because of some procedures, those ones take time, and eventually these services are provided to them well. We are not where we are now because nobody can say we are 100% perfect. Service delivery, the improvement processes is an ongoing thing that every day as things are evolving, we are seeing where we can key into the current trend of events. Because January last year, we never knew that we were going to have anything like coronavirus in Nigeria or in the world. It has happened. Things are now beginning to take a different form from how we were doing it before. And we are just trying to take each day as they come and improve where we are supposed to improve in our service delivery. I won't say there's a lacuna, I won't say there's a break, I can only say that there's a gap. Like I said, I would say there's a gap in how things are done. People tend to live in the past. They tend to believe in the way that they've been doing things in 1990, early 2000, not knowing that we are in the year 2000 and we are in the millennium year. Now that's why we have children, we call them the millennial children. Things have changed and we have to, as much as we can, run as fast as we can to meet up with the new trend of things. That is why the department has come. It has to do with innovation. It has to do with dynamic way of doing things. People can work from their homes now. We are trying to see how we have inter-agency collaboration. And thankfully, the minister, permanent secretary, and minister have said they've been ensuring that we have departments collaborate with themselves so that nobody can work in isolation of what the other person is, because we are all here, first of all, to ensure that FCTA perform its tasks according to how it's stipulated, and no department can do that in association of the other department, because our objective is one. When we go outside and we show our ID card, nobody wants to do a department that you're working. They know that you're FCTA staff, and somebody that is in APB can be asked the question that development control department is carrying out, and if you don't have the information, it'll be difficult for you to answer them well. So we are trying to see that everybody have a fair information about the functions of the other department, and by God's grace, everybody is on board. It's no longer business as usual. You have to do what you're supposed to do, or you give it for people who are willing to do this work well. We all beg to apply. Nobody came to our house to beg us come and take this job. At a point, some people were even on the labor market for 2, 3, 4, 5 years before this comes. So if you have suffered enough, an opportunity comes, try to see how you can put in your best, because if your bosses are not watching you, God is watching you. And if you're getting your wages, try to perform the commensurate tax that you are asked to do.
This department was created to at least let people know that there is a new normal and things should work. Is there any sanction? Do you bite?
No, no. Normally, nobody bites per se. But what you can do is to guide people, is to understand with them why things are not done the way it should be. But like I said earlier, I said I can raise my head up high to say this anywhere, that the crop of civil servants we have in FCTA are the best. They only need to be pushed a little bit further. Few of them who need to be pushed, but those who knows what they are doing without being told, they perform their task. So in FCTA here, I believe that people are doing their best, and with the support that they are getting from our principals, nothing is limiting us to carry out our best. And those who are not there yet, they will soon see the need to be doing what they are supposed to do, even though they are very few in number.
Very, very recently, your book, Abuja, the evolution and development of a federal capital city, was launched, and the copy is what you have there. So why writing a book about Abuja?
So Abuja is a city that has so many interesting stories that anybody can pick from any angle. But I have been in Abuja now for almost 23 years, since I came to do my NYSC. And Abuja is where, if while in school, we look forward to come to Abuja. Growing up, my plan was to go to Jos and settle. Then the communal clashes happen in Jos. Just take our mind off Jos. So Abuja is the next place for us to come. And I came to Abuja to serve. Thankfully, after my NYC, upon getting the honors award, I was employed. And the day I stepped my foot in the secretariat, I said, I cannot leave this place without leaving something that will outlive me. And from that day, I kept doing my best, try as much as possible to gather the information that I need to gather to ensure that one day I do something that I'm going to leave behind. And thank God, on the 9th of February, that day came. So writing about Abuja is for people to just have a holistic information, because as ministers are coming and going, there are aides to just pick on a particular minister, tell people about his policy, and after he leaves, that is the end. So I now said, beyond that, I have all those information collated beyond that, and thank God for my PhD thesis that was on the impact of Abuja resettlement policy on the regional inhabitants. So that gave me enough information to put the Abuja story in a book form. And with the advice from my thesis supervisor, I said this shouldn't just end in the university shelf. There are a lot of information that people don't know about Abuja that you can put out there. So that was what informed the writing of this book. And the book contains the declarations. Gowon conceived the idea of Abuja, but he didn't stay long in the office. He left. Thankfully, General Murtala Muhammad, who saw the need for that vision to be actualized, went ahead to form the 8-man panel. They transversed the entire country, saw over 100 locations. But Abuja, because of its unique, peculiar nature, they settled for Abuja. It's centrally located. Nobody, and the population in Abuja then was not so much. So it was easy for them to just say, we have neighboring states that are willing to take you as their citizens. Benue, no, Plateau, then Kwara and Niger were the available states, because Abuja was taken from these 3 states. So we have New Nyanya today. People from Nyanya were located to New Nyanya. We have New Wuse, also have New Karo. So all these informations are there in the book. Even in the book, we also know that where we are as Abuja today was Suleja. So there was a decision by the Emirate Council then to just sacrifice the name of Suleja for Abuja, which is why we have. So all those sacrificed by the original inhabitants, the declarations by Murtala Muhammad, the report of the submission of the report, the principle behind the master plan were contained in the book. The resettlement policies, then the climax are now the minister's policies, their contribution to development of FCT, how we came about where we are today, are also captured. So it's for people to just, if anything you want to know about Abuja is in this book, you read them and you be able to have a fair knowledge and understanding about what has happened since 1976 up to 2019. Even though my focus mainly were on the ministers that I have been privileged to work with since I've been employed since 1998, Kotungura, up to the first term of the current minister. So their policies are here in this book, just for us to have a holistic information about what Abuja is all about. our department, our administrative structure is also contained here, area councils and everything about Abuja is what this book is all about. So I hope to still put the second edition out. It may not come out in this particular form in terms of title, but I'm just thinking about my Abuja story. Then we'll now go and have a concise account of those who were here from the beginning, their major contributions. Even though this book contains just 2 of such accounts, the 2 laborers that were the founding laborers of the Abuja project, I have their accounts, but I could still go further. The architects, the engineers, the ministers now, the ones before these ones that I've already talked about, they are going to be here. So yes, there's going to be another edition of this book. Thankfully, the book is going to be on Amazon as well from the 26th of February. People are pre-ordering already on Amazon, so they can get a copy anywhere you are in this world. If you want to know about Abuja story, this is where you should just look forward to getting every information that you want about Abuja, because you'll be glad that you did.
You are in government and you are in charge of reforms. One of the areas we have challenges in Nigeria is not reading, and another thing, not even having, everybody is migrating to digital platform now. So we are looking at, is it possible for the administration to have something like this in soft copy? Maybe even if you don't have it, you can, it might not be this book exactly, but is there a website or a place where someone can go and you'll be able to read maybe kind of an abridged version of the story of Abuja and how one can come into it?
Certainly, I'm glad you asked this question. There's what the administration is now going to unveil in the next few days, the citizen engagement platform. It's going to be a robust platform that anything you need to know about FCT is going to be on that platform. It's going to be engaging. That's what the name is, Citizen Engagement Platform. It's going to give people the opportunity now more than ever before to have your say in how you are being administered. On this platform, location by location, individual, it's like a Facebook page that you have community of people having their own platform on the engagement and on the broader platform. So you tell the administration what is not happening in your area, how it should be done. When contractor is not working well, you have the right now to challenge that contractor, and you are being empowered also to send us the picture evidence of what you're saying. Interagency collaboration, like I said earlier, will even be more enhanced on this platform, and all our archival materials, we are going to have a way of domiciling them in that place. When you go to the platform, if you want history of Abuja, you just click it, you get it. History and archive bureau, they'll give us all the information that we need from them to upload. So yes, we have opportunity to go on this platform to get any information that they want to get about Abuja. Our past ministers will be there, past permanent secretary, even will go down as much as we can lay our hands on past directors, the state that they come from. People will see all these things and they'll be happy. If, for example, your great-grandfather was the minister of FCT, you'll be happy seeing him celebrated on this platform. People around the world will see that, yes, we have accurate record that we are keeping. It's a process that is not going to be easy, but we'll try and do our best to ensure that we provide the basic, reliable information for people to have access to on that platform. So I'm making efforts also to see if I can get somebody to help me produce the audio version of this, so people will not have any excuse again. While you're driving in your car, you can just slot in the DVD or the AirPod, and I'm making effort to do that also, so that nobody will have any excuse for not having the Abuja story, if possible, even in our three major languages and French language also. Everything is possible. If you put your mind to do it, you can achieve it. So I'm hoping that in the next few months, I'll have the audio version of this book, by God's grace.
Thank you for watching. I hope you've been able to enjoy yourself and pick one or two information about the FCT from Dr. Mrs. Jumai Ahmadu, which is the Director in charge of Reform Coordination and Service Improvement in the Federal Capital Territory Administration. Please keep a date with us again for another episode of Ben Talks, where we do justice to every segment of the Nigerian society. I am your host, Festus Ejiroga Nefifen. Thank you.